Hello all.
Hello.
I'm hoping I'm not waking up Rattles.
Nah, he's he's used to
Comatose.
this. Nah, he's half awake right now. He's messing around with his phone,
Oh, okay.
but he's dealt with me talking before while sleeping.
Okay.
Mm.
No problem. Is everybody in?
I'm not in
Mm-hmm.
because I just got back to my desk.
Okay, no problem.
I had to close out of a bunch of stuff because I didn't want it to interfere with. I didn't want it to lock up like it did last time, so I was closing
Yes.
out a bunch of programs. I had all of my game dev stuff up, so I was like, let me just. I wait for it to load.
Let me know when you're all locked in, Shrine.
Getting a pop up for. Oh, this was that thing with the monk's combat details.
Yep.
Okay. I am all logged in.
All right. Cool. Then I'd say let's get started. Where we left off last time. Oh wait, let me. Oh. Where we left off last time, you guys had gotten yourself out of a rather literal freeze after having almost been electrocuted and drenched by the phase tiger and the combination of water accidentally having been lost control by Kanan, which Falmouth thankfully froze over and stopped everyone before they could reach the phase tiger. And they also intentionally, or rather unintentionally, stopped Roger's sister from getting any closer to sniffing him out for now.
Oh my god.
And we return a little bit after the incident with. Give me a sec.
I can't help but think of Lucamine's theme with Faye. Oh.
Kanan, when your eyes flutter open, you find yourself within the landscape within your soul again.
Okay.
Okay, one moment. I think I hear a fucking mouse. Sorry.
No, I just had the image of Kanan standing there, and it's like I think I hear a fucking mouse. And
I
I could turn that into a animatic.
oh my god.
because I heard squeaking behind me. I'm like, what? No, no. My God,
Is it a mouse?
I don't know. I'm DMing right. I can't. Okay,
Okay.
back to it. Sorry. Um, yes. You see that the fog has greatly dissipated. The pillars that stand all around you are still there, with one of them still being rather crumbled to the top left. It being the one marked with a pair of wings. And you see that the visage that you saw that resembled Celine, the dancer, is not here.
Oh.
Okay. That's kind of weird. Is it this one up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess I'll walk to it.
You inspect this pillar over here, and upon taking a closer look, you do see the closer emblem of a pair of wings. But when you touch the pillar, you can see the cracks and foundations of it starting to grow deeper.
Oh, okay. Can I touch it again?
Before you do, a familiar voice calls out to you.
Okay. He's gonna turn around
You know,
to
you-
the direction of the
you know,
voice.
You know you can afford to loosen up a bit.
Who's there?
And when you turn, you see that it's the visage of Odalia standing before you. Every detail of her looks exactly as you remembered her.
What are you doing here?
What? Do you not want me here?
That's not my question. I didn't say that. I'm just asking, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Oh, figure I could help you relax. Place looks very murky.
Yeah, I don't know how I got here, which is starting to freak me out. You're not
Tell me.
really Odalia, are you?
She looks over to you, almost as if with a plain expression. In obviousness, she just twirls around a bit. What? Is this form not appealing?
Can I make some kind of
Insight.
check?
Sure. What are you looking
I'm
for
trying.
though?
I'm trying to detect any sort of deception or anything in her voice.
Insight.
Sure, roll for insight.
Okay, let me get my sheet. That is not. Nope. There we go. Oof.
I like how there's a 0.5 in there.
12.5? What?
You see, she only gives you a pleasant smile. Do I not sound trustworthy? I thought you liked this voice.
Something's off.
Or does it sound better when it's saying your name?
It's gonna reach out and touch her to see if there's any any difference.
Okay.
To say what yeah.
You reach out to touch her, and she feels as real as anything to you.
Does she smell like Odalia?
You can't smell anything right now.
Okay. How did you get here?
You know, you can ask the same question over and over again, and
The question never got answered.
and the answer will always be the same. I'm here because I'm needed here.
Could you please speak plain common?
Look at this crumbling palace. Escape within your soul, child.
This is my soul?
The very one. I assume you're familiar with who you are. And no, I don't pretend to talk about who you pretend to be. I mean, who you were born as, child.
What I was born as doesn't make me who I am today.
And whose fault would that be, I wonder?
He's gonna push her away.
You see, when you try and shove her, she doesn't really move. And instead, it's you being pushed away. And when you feel a chill behind your back, you see that she's already behind you.
Oh.
With her hand slowly caressing over your shoulder. Again, relax. You're only fighting yourself by pushing me away.
He's going to unsheath his weapon and attempt to, like, attack her.
You try to reach for your weapons, but you see that they're not there within this scape.
Oh. Okay. Let me out. I don't know where I am.
By all means, show yourself the door. It is your home, after all.
He's gonna look for a way out.
You look around you and wander around this place, but you feel as if you're beginning to wander back in a circle. And the more you wander around, you see more of the multiple heads of the circular formation beneath you spin around more and more.
Oh, that's kind of freaky.
Almost as if moving in tandem with your steps. And as you make full circle, you see the visage of Odalia again, as she sits there pleasantly. How'd that go?
He's not gonna answer, but there's like a visible like frustration on his face as
Yes,
he's utterly confused.
She tilts her head over. Stuck in your own soul without escape. Doomed to repeat back to the same steps over and over again. Who does that remind you of?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Well, you're gonna be stuck here for a bit. May as well stick around for some conversation. No, that's not gonna kill you now, is it?
Depends on what the conversation is about.
Consider it a reunion of sorts.
Reunion.
Tell me, your profession, that of a cleric of Bahamut, what has it afforded you? Well, don't just stand all the way over there. Come, come. You see she the little bit of astral space next to her.
He
Now,
will
don't
sit down.
Now, don't look so clammy. I know you certainly have no problems being next to this form.
Being a cleric of Bahamut gives me purpose and clarity.
And one dead best friend, it would seem.
The best friend that betrayed me.
Hmm, true. But her tale was rather interesting, wouldn't you say?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, of course. Plug your ears, cover your eyes. That's just like
La la la, not listening. La 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 la. Like who?
restraint, protection, protecting the weak. Ideals that he high above you extols, correct?
And
To shine above others like a bright star, being a shield for those unable to shield themselves, knowing what's better for them, regardless of what they want.
it is a noble purpose to shield the weak if they cannot shield themselves.
No, and who protects them from you?
What?
Mm, let's put it this way. You see when she snaps her finger, the memory returns to you, and you feel and hear the heat all around you. Your heart quickens more and more as your breath picks up pace. You can almost taste the iron in the back of your throat and tongue as you see and remember it all around you, the screams of the dying, those who would run away from you, from your flames.
Max, you're a dick.
And the blood that covers your hands, coalescing with your scales. All those virtues he extols. But you're not really the one to be protecting any kind of person now, would you be?
Kanan's eyes are going to twitch. Or rather, his left eye is going to twitch as he's like remembering the big flames that he himself has caused.
You look around you to catch her voice, and when you do, you see a screaming villager coming towards you.
Oh shit.
And even though you raise your arm to try and stop, you see that your arm instead slashes across his throat.
What?
What is this?
Do you not remember? This was the very night that your new self was born.
New stuff, what are you talking about?
You'll see. You hear her voice dissipate as you see a scared family begin to run away from you, but all you see in your eyes is red and the very same people who slew your wife, as the memories of her dead body staked upon various spears is burned into your brain. And
Okay.
instead,
Go ahead.
when the mother of this scared family turns to face you to defend herself, within the smoke and flames, you slash out and a cry is heard out. And the minute that happens, the cry shocks you awake from the memory.
I had forgotten about that. Been trying to suppress it for so long.
Oh, of course. Then afterwards you became a cleric of Bahamut. All is done and well. All sins forgiven. Right?
I became a cleric to atone for my sins.
Sounds a lot more like making excuses.
What do you know?
She looks at you with a sclera of multicolors and her voice changes. What's your tone, child?
Kanan's gonna get up and
The minute she says her voice, it's almost like something deep within you. Every blood cell in your body begins to quiver and shudder. The sins that I bear upon my wings are unsurmountable more than your short life. No.
who are you?
To find that answer, you need only search for who you truly are, child. Because you know the answer. And it's time to wake up and realize it. You see, she walks over to you, and you see her form for a second turns into a multi-headed shadow.
Oh God.
In a quick second, when she puts her claws over your head, you are woken by Kyle's voice. Hey! Hey!
Oh
Wake
wait,
up!
Sean. Wrong sandwich. Kanan is going to blink and kind of shudder himself awake. What? Where am I?
Let me change maps 1 second.
Sorry, I was unraveling my sandwich.
It's cool. Luke get. I could turn out the spooky music now. Then I gotta spawn the camera. And whoop.
Oh,
Yeah.
I speak for the trees.
Kanan's just having a time right now. Kanan's like, where the fuck am I? I keep waking up in weird places.
I just love doing this to you all. Let's
We
see.
noticed.
Good thing there's a search bar now. Woo! Wait, not that one. Oh, wait, no, yeah, that one.
Oh, Evil Forest.
You see Kyle has tugged on your arm as you seem to have zoned out for a large second there after your experience at the carnival. Hey, don't fall asleep on me now. Come on, this is my first time.
What? He kind of just shakes his head and kind of rubs his forehead.
Come on, you said you'd take me hunting. Don't get bored now.
Oh,
Oof.
right. He clears his throat and he takes in a deep breath and then exhales. Do you have the bow that I got you?
Yes. You see he pats himself for a little bit, feeling for the string as he sees that he hung it around himself. There.
Kanan will nod and
Are you
I'm okay, just a little embarrassed. He will take the bow from him and then put it in his hand. All right, little man, let's see what you can do.
All right. So, where first?
First, we need to find some tracks.
This place is pretty foggy. Is it gonna be pretty hard to aim?
Uh, he looks around and notices it's pretty foggy. It might be a little bit foggy, but we'll have to make do.
You remember to yourself that you took Kyle here at the advice of the Ravens, who told you that this was relatively the safest place to hunt for any wild game that could be remaining on the outskirts of town. Farther away from the darker forests, but more along the northern edge. And you see excitable Kyle already running toward.
No, not so quick now. Just
Come on!
oh god.
You see he
With kids.
dramatic. What, you think trying?
Oh, I said it's like when you go fishing with kids. You know, it's like don't scare the fish.
Disney World. You see he dramatically takes cover behind the fallen crate.
Mm.
And just kind of looks over it. Enter Kyle on his very first mission.
Oh my god.
Can I do like a check to see if there's any tracks around?
Sure. You can roll for, I want to say survival.
Okay. No!
Oh, fuck, I forgot I had that. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
You try to look around for any tracks, but you're very distracted, especially when you move your arm forward a bit and you remember the almost Tiamat-styled mark that's been left on your at the top of your right hand, and it draws your attention away from looking for any potential tracks on the floor.
He's gonna try and cover the mark, and he's gonna look to Kyle. Do you see anything yet?
Well, lots of stuff. You see he starts poking at the fallen bags of grain around here. Looks like some food stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it all around here? Do you think someone got attacked, maybe?
A logical deduction.
You see,
Go
you
ahead.
see, he looks proud of himself after you told him that.
Now let's see if we can find any traces of animals along the ground.
You see, he puts himself to the floor and starts almost sniffing the floor.
Not like that, but
This is how those tribal people do it, right?
no.
But Roger said you know all about that.
Well, the gator can hunt way differently than we do.
Ooh, can I hunt like them?
I don't think that's a good idea. Not on your first hunt.
Aw,
Maybe when you're older.
sucks being small.
It does, but you'll be
What kind of,
you'll be grown soon enough.
what can I do just as a kid then?
Well, you can practice your bow and arrow.
I'm always being told I'm not old enough for stuff. I want to be treated like an adult.
Well, to be treated like an adult, you must. It takes time. He kind of
Man.
just pats him on the shoulder.
That's just telling me to get older.
I know, but
So ridiculous.
but he's
My God.
but between you and me, I would much rather be a young hatchling right now.
You're right.
No, I'm serious. When you get older, things tend to be more complicated.
What, like those math problems that have the words in them?
Well, not just that. As you get older, you will have more responsibilities.
Like what?
Oh, you know, trying to find a place to live, keeping a roof over your head, finding food to eat, like we're trying to do right now.
He sort of looks confused at you and goes like, well, the hunting part sounds fun.
It's fun, but it's also dangerous.
I mean, we have that big house now, right? Boom, we can live there.
It's more of a temporary stay.
Hey,
Well, we don't plan on staying in Barovia for very long. As long as
Oh.
we can.
where do you guys plan to go after?
Well, I plan to go back to the Church of Bahamut. There's someone waiting for me.
So, you're not gonna stay with the others?
Unfortunately, I believe our ways will take different paths after this is all over. But that doesn't mean that we can't visit them.
You see, he sits atop the crate a little bit. I was kind of hoping we'd all just, hang out together. Like back at the big mansion.
Kanan will gently run his hand through his hair. Nothing lasts forever. That is why we cherish the moments that we have among our family. Now, shall we find more tracks?
Yeah. You see, he perks up and jumps off the crate, and you immediately begin to hear some rustling in the farther, deepest reaches of the woods.
Kanan will slowly crouch to him and whisper, "You hear that?"
Kyle says, "Yeah, sounds big."
Alright. Take your bow.
You see, he, in such a hurry and excitement, starts to hold the bow off over his shoulder, and he starts to get it a little bit caught up in his neck, and he chokes a little bit before he gets it over his head.
Oh my god. Now, take your arrow and hold it to the string.
You see, he takes one out of the quiver, and he, still being experienced, he just tries to line it up like the way he sees Roger does it.
Now, you're going to wait until the animal shows itself.
Okay.
Relax.
How do I do that?
Take a deep breath and exhale, like I did earlier. Inhale, exhale. Grace, what are you doing? Max, you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that the mute button didn't deactivate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see that he begins inhaling deeply and exhaling rather dramatically.
You feel better?
When's the part where the arrow goes flying?
Well, first, you gotta wait for your prey to show itself.
Okay.
But in order to do that, you must remain very quiet and very still.
Okay.
Max, is there any animals coming out yet?
Not yet. You peer into the woods and you still see that it's still rather quiet for now, with some rustling. And you see impressionable Kyle is already starting to get impatient as he starts aiming the arrow at where the rustling is.
Kanan is going to gently put his hand on his shoulder and he shakes his head. Not yet.
You see he pouts a little bit, but continues to wait at your command. And eventually, something does peek out of the bushes in the distance.
Not yet, he said. He whispers.
And,
Remember, the way to hunt, your best weapon is patience. Sorry, I'm like eating and...
It's okay. Give me a sec. I'm making the token appear.
No problem.
On. Appear. There it is. Okay. You see what hops out of the bushes with some dirt flecks being knocked off of its fur as it's shaking its head wildly is some sort of mole-looking creature. Rather medium in size as it starts prowling around on all of its four claws, like almost like a bear.
How big is it?
You see it's about medium size, almost like bear size.
Ooh, that's a big.
Kyle looks at him and says, "Can I shoot now?"
Do you feel like you're ready to shoot?
Yeah.
Alright. Draw the bow back. Focus your aim. And fire when you're ready.
Okay. So for this one, Kyle doesn't get a D20 for the AC roll.
Hmm?
He gets a D10.
Oh.
Your D20 is going to be added to his to see if he hits or not.
Because him maybe.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll a D20 and I'll roll for his D10. Ooh. Now see if he gets a nat 1 here, that's going to be tragic. Wait, not 19? The fuck? Ignore that. Nice.
That is good.
With your superb instruction, he lets loose the arrow, and it flies straight and true and hits the dog mole straight on the cheek.
Oof. Kanan will gently pat his back as praise. Well done. Is it
Did
still...
I get it?
Hold on. Is it still alive, Max?
You see it lets out a shrill cry as it begins to run away from being hit, and it starts to dig back a little burrowed hole in the ground.
Is it like already in the ground?
No, it's still digging right now.
All right.
As you see, Kyle says, "Oh, it's getting away."
Take out another arrow. Focus.
You see he stumbles a little bit in excitement and tries to pull out
Relax.
an arrow.
Relax.
And he draws another one. This time in rush, he shoots right away.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, without your instruction and in haste this time, he misses and the dog mole starts to burrow away.
Fine.
Darn
send
it.
Send Kyle down the hole after it like a Jack Russell Terrier.
It's all right. We'll find something else to hunt. But remember when I say patience is your best weapon.
Kyle just says, like, "Oh, but can we chase it? I mean, I already got it once."
I don't see why not, but be careful.
He says, "Yeah, okay."
Oh.
And he starts running. And you can see where the arrow had hit the creature. You see a little burrowed tunnel that's apparent over the dirt being dug up, leading a trail that leads deeper into the forest. Over here.
What do you see?
You see he stands by the nearby mushroom and then looks towards where the creature is. I think it's digging out again.
Hold on a second. Hey, Sean! I think Grace just shat on the floor.
Oh god.
She just shat on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you need a moment, Mel?
Could you clean it up? I'm in the middle of the game. I'm sorry. Okay.
You okay?
No, Grace pooped on the floor after being brought back inside.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
You see Kyle points towards the creature and you see that it's poking its head out slightly to use its mole-like little mandibles in the front to feel out some things. But you see that it's still got the arrow lodged in its cheek and it's hurt, so it's not coming out completely.
Looks like it's scared. You've got it cornered.
What should I do?
Just wait. Let's see what it does.
You see that it starts sniffing around the area for any potential dangers, as you see that it's incredibly anxious right now due to its injuries, and it just continues to burrow itself a little deeper into its little hidey hole.
So its head is not in there outside anymore?
Its little like sniffers are.
Hmm.
I guess I would describe them as that.
Sniffered.
So it's gonna continue to hide, like burrow deeper.
Yeah.
Alright. Looks like it's trying to get away.
Oh, maybe we can, like, I don't know, throw a rock at it?
What would throwing a rock do?
I don't know. I mean, if I got a rock thrown at me, I'd want to come out.
Very well. You're in charge of this hunt. Let's see it.
You see he takes up a small rock he sees in the distance, and he begins creeping a little closer to the creature. and he's gonna make a little roll to see if he hits with the rock or not. Are you gonna be assisting him in this, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Get over there.
You rolled an 8, so you can roll a d20. Nice. With the dirty 21, you help him guide his little aim a bit, and he throws the rock right over to the little hole that was burrowed there by the creature. And you see there's a little bit of quiet for a second, but you see the ground get burrowed a little more aggressively. As you see now, he's burrowing his way towards Kyle.
Kyle,
And
back
you
up.
see Kyle turn around and say, Kanan?
Kanan is immediately going to pick him up, and he's going to put him on top of the mushroom.
Should I shoot it?
Not yet.
You see, he's kind of holding the bow very shaky right now and just tries to aim at it.
Kanan is going to speak to him. Remember what I said. Patience is your greatest weapon. Relax.
Okay. When? When should I shoot it?
You'll know when it's the right time to shoot. But first you need to calm your nerves. Remember how to
Okay.
do that?
Yeah.
Not like that, you're gonna hyperventilate. Slowly.
Okay. And you see the now angered dog mole is now hissing towards your direction with its little sniffer tendrils. And in an attempt to defend itself, tries to swipe at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Alright, so is that an AC roll or?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Alright.
Luckily, that's a miss. You see it tries to swipe at you, but you're managed to bash the claw away with your shield.
Kanan is gonna keep it distracted, and he's going to look towards Kyle. Shoot when you're ready. I'll keep it distracted.
Okay. You see he aims at the creature and he tries to take your advice while you have it completely distracted. And you see the boy begins to try and shoot for himself. And he's gonna roll an actual d20 this time. Pray for him.
I will pray for him. If you make him roll bad, I'm gonna be very angry.
I don't make any roll anything.
Thank you, Sean. Oh, let's go.
He lets loose the arrow and it strikes the beast, this time on one of its arms, making it distressed again as it begins to roll deeper into the woods and runs away, this time without even burrowing a hole.
Good shot. We've got it on the run.
He does a little fist bump and he goes like, yeah,
It's getting away. Let's go.
okay. You
He's
see he
gonna
jumps
go ahead.
right directly on your back while you're running for it.
Okay.
And he just says, faster this way. And you see the creature is gone. It passes the threshold.
The threshold of what?
This threshold.
Huh?
And you see the minute you pass the threshold as well, everything goes completely white, and it's almost like the entire surrounding changes around you.
What?
Let me change the map. Give me a sec.
Max, what the fuck is this?
Hold on.
Dan's just having a series of vivid hallucinations.
and the camera. I'm proud of the effects on this map. In an instant, it was almost like all the ugliness and depravity of Barovia's forests were gone as you stepped into this threshold. You see just glowing white insects and butterflies just flittering about all around you. And the forests themselves look verdant and healthy again.
That's sus.
Should we be seeing a map change or no?
Oh, did it not change it? God damn.
No.
You guys must have been so confused. God damn. All right, hold on. Ooh.
Get over there and lay down.
Oh, there we go. Ooh. Very fancy.
Yes. And in the distance, you can see that the dog mole has ran with its injured self all the way across the threshold and back here towards another individual who has set up camp in the top left.
Stay close to me.
It sounds like, oh, this place is pretty.
It could still be dangerous.
Weird. Place still smells like the other place, but wow. You see he goes closer, and to the top left, he points and gasps. Look! It's Win!
Oh,
And he points to you across the lake, and you see that it is indeed the blind druid that has helped both you and Kyle along the way.
Kanan is going to walk closer to the camp. And then when he gets close enough, he calls out, "When?"
You see she already has her sword drawn in response, but instead she stands protectively over the dog mole that's like lying injured at her feet and just goes like, Kanan? Is that you?
Yes, it's me and Kyle. What are you doing out here?
I should say the same for you, really. I created a little domain here for myself to, well, yeah, I guess you can say cure myself of the depression that the forests here have caused me. It's not permanent, and certainly won't fool anybody with a good nose, but it at least makes some of the animals here feels better.
Well, I was taking Kyle out here hunting.
He said, oh, are you the one responsible for hurting my friend?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to hurt your friend.
You see Kyle begins to hide the bow behind his back a little bit. Mm-hmm.
We thought it was food to be hunted.
You
We did-
said, and you said Kyle just says, we were just practicing, and you Win just says, practicing, huh?
Kanan would just say, "Frank, look, I was taking him out hunting to learn survival skills.
Win just sighs. Well then, as this caretaker, I assume you'll be taking responsibility.
Wait, what did she say?
Jesus, as his caretaker, I hope you'll be taking responsibility then.
Kanan would nod. Of course.
Come. We have to mend his injuries. I can give you some food on the way. Just help me with my friend here. Comes a animal in this forest, and you shoot the only dogmo in this place.
I'm sorry.
Kyle just mutters, "We're sorry." Win just smiles at him, having a soft spot for the child. It's all right, kiddo. Just have a seat over there, okay? Just try not to look at all the blood, all right? Not the kind of thing you want to get used to. You see, she starts helping the dog mole be on its side so it can be a bit comfortable as she carefully and painstakingly tries to safely remove the arrow from its cheek. Alright, I need you to use your mending magics to make it so that the wound does not fester after I pull it out, okay?
Kanan will nod, and he will prepare to start using his curative magic. Whoa.
You call upon the powers of Bahamut, and light emanates from your hand as the arrow is promptly pulled out, and your healing gets to work in mending the cheek wound on the creature as it only whimpers and groans. She looks at you and just goes like, I can appreciate you taking care of little Kyle, but perhaps teach him to not draw out the suffering of this creature if you are going to hunt it.
Please forgive me when it's his first hunt. He hasn't perfected the art of shooting an animal through the head.
The fact that you would call it an art disturbs me a little bit. But I can understand the necessity sometimes.
We only take what we need. We don't take in excess.
She looks over to Kyle. Is that what he taught you, little one? You see Kyle says, he taught me to stay calm while I shoot. And she just sighs again. I'll take your word for it, Kanan.
My God.
And soon she also begins to get to work in removing the arrow from the creature's paw as she gestures for you to use your healing magic there too.
Okay. So he will start to use his curative magic as soon as she pulls out the arrow.
The holy power in you begins to jolt out again as Wynn begins to smile a bit and looks at you. It's a warm feeling coming from your magic.
Hmm?
Forgive me for rambling a bit. I just thought it was a nice feeling. The aura that emanates from your magic.
It doesn't bother me.
Oh no, of course not. You see, with my condition, I often notice the little things, and there's a nice warmth coming from your magic.
Are you cold? Oh my God, the dog. Are you cold?
I mean, who isn't in a place like this, right? But I'm fine. Just stating what I noticed. Your bard friend,
Yes.
when I sensed his magic, it was almost like musical notes upon a string.
Well, he is a bard.
It's small, but I don't imagine most people can hear it.
Kanan is going to gently rub the paw of the, was it a mole bear or whatever it's called?
Yeah,
Bear,
dog mole.
dog mole.
You see that Win pets the creature's head softly. Go on now. As the dog mole begins to head out and burrow back into its hole and releases itself back into the forest.
Oh, that was a little embarrassing. Kanan will say as he scratches the back of his head.
Well, you show a little bit more restraint than most hunters I've had to make a visit to, at least. Well, not that there are many out here anymore.
Believe
What
me,
brings you around these parts, my friend?
just a hunting lesson, nothing more.
Hmm. And Kyle just adds in, yeah, we're staying over in that big town nearby.
The sooner we deal with
You
what
mean
we have to do with in the town, the sooner we can leave.
I often sense many footsteps heading to and from there. The reason I'm here is because, well, I believe we discussed last time me investigating the corruption that's been happening, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, much as it may disturb you to know, it all seems to centralize around that town.
Really?
I've inspected all sorts of greenery and forests around this place, most of all the dark ones that are in the south, near that big castle. Though I can never stay there for too long. It would seem that no matter how much I tackle it, the corruption seems to cease at Valaki, but further issuing out seems to exude more corruption.
That is a bit disturbing.
As far as I can tell, there's a little bit of the same corruption that was placed in you within the citizenry there, whichever ones I was able to sense, anyway.
Are you saying the whole town is corrupted?
I can't be sure. Again, this is just my senses. But I can see that your corruption has greatly dissipated.
It's still there. I can feel it, but it can't reach me. Like I'm watching it from a distance.
That's good. I do not know the depths of your magic or how cleric magic works, but I can say that whatever was troubling you before is set at bay now. I only hope the same is true for your other friend too, Mr. Fulmouth.
I can only hope as well.
Were you able to find the creature as I stated?
We did. It almost took me.
I'm sorry to hear that. But the leaves whisper of your success. I'm glad to hear it.
Kanan
I'm
will
sure those
nod.
areas of woods are safer for it.
If only that were true.
Kyle just looks over to her and goes like, "You want to come down with us, Win?" And she says like, "No, I'm afraid big towns are no longer my sort of thing." Oh, were my blades proving to be useful?
Kanan will unsheath and hand her the new polished blades that she has given to him.
She looks at them with a very concerned expression. Did you have them looked at?
I did. Forgive me if that is not something you wanted to do, but I
Did
feel
you?
as weapons as worthy as these deserve to have some kind of attention.
Kyle looks at him and is like, yeah, they're all so awesome and shiny now. And Win immediately looks at the child and goes like, you must never use these. Understand, small one? Promise me. And Kyle says, okay, I promise. You see, he looks a little bit shaken up, but she softens her expression. I apologize.
What's wrong with the weapons?
I'm grateful that you restored these blades. Even greater still that they had no effect on you. I was hoping that would be the case with how rusted and worn they were.
Is something wrong with them?
They and I have a long history. Let us put us there, and no more shall be spoken of it. Please.
Fair enough. Will you be
She
taking
takes-
these back?
She nods. I do not wish to take a boon away from you, but these blades, it would be a very, very much safer if they were stashed away.
If you believe it to be so, then I trust your judgment.
Thank you. You see, she impales the two blades at the edge of the forest here.
We should probably be heading back to town.
All right. If you need me, I'll be here for a few more days. There's been another great disturbance lately, I've sensed.
What kind of disturbance?
Do not know, but I sense something ominous in the winds.
Well, I'm sure it'll run into us eventually, Kanan says.
She looks over to you and says, regardless, if there is any advice I can give, the only lesson I can give from a cursed life as mine, when you cannot trust your eyes, see with your senses. Your intuition, your gut, will sometimes be there for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
He nods slowly. Now here, small one. As an apology for raising my voice all of a sudden? Here. She gives him a little bag made of felt fur. As you see that there are some chicken feathers lining the strings on it. And when Kyle opens it up, he sees lots of little bits of jerky having been dried and cured. And you see he tastes one and goes like, it tastes so good. Is this like pork? And she just laughs and says, no, but the fact that you think it is makes me a little bit glad. He tilts his head in confusion and Win kind of whispers to you. Yeah, it's like vegetable substitution.
Interesting, Kanan says, and he kind of motions Kyle for him to come closer to him.
It says, now, if you're going to teach this child any more of your art, I would recommend please not hurting any of the rarer species in this forest, please. And if you do, just don't let them suffer, please.
Yeah.
Kyle says, "Yeah, I'll go for the head this time." And just says,
Kanan will just quickly pick up Kyle and just start walking away. I'll tell the others you are here. I didn't know that ugly thing was rare.
And you see, as you say that, Win just shouts across from across the lake, "I heard that."
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly fresh food, but it'll have to do.
Kyle just begins already nomming on the jerkies and just goes like, "Hmm, sorry, what?"
Save it for later. Don't eat it all in one sitting. Oh, cold water is always good.
Where is that Mapu?
Where is the Mapu?
Mapu.
Mapu! I got a dog on my lap, and he won't stop licking my face. Have you ever been assaulted by the face by a dog before?
Yeah, didn't exactly enjoy it.
Ah. Oh, sorry, Max.
Max
Not you. Not you. I meant... You know what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Oh, good boy.
And let me put on la music. The second you leave the illusion, you end up being out in a different entrance of the forest. Oh wait, this is the wrong map. Whoops.
Yo, what the fuck?
He went to Falmouth and Era's soul thing. Not...
Found a sense of disturbance in the force.
Immediately you hear the thunder and rain, and you see Kyle just goes like, "I'm already in there."
Darkness.
All right, camera.
Just be like, turn on the lights, Max, please. Oh,
Good
oh,
boy.
that's lovely.
Oh.
He closes up the satchel and goes like, "Quick, protect the food."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, didn't expect for rain, but, oh, this doesn't look good.
He just goes like, "Oh, looks like there's a cart knocked over."
Yeah, I wonder whose card it is.
It says, "Should we go swimming and look?"
No.
Huh?
Stop eating all the jerky.
And he just goes like, "But they're so good.
You're gonna upset your tummy. And
You're always telling me to eat my vegetables."
I am, but now you're eating too much.
I'm. You see, he chokes a little bit from eating too fast.
Are you okay?
What?
Kanan's gonna start patting his back.
Woo!
Put the food away.
Do you think he'll want some too?
Who?
When you look behind you, as soon as the thunder strikes again, you see his visage clad in black and white from the lighting.
Oh!
And Kyle just sort of peeks over your leg and just goes like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Brutus." And you see he tilts his head and looks at you and says, "Well, both our favorite playthings are here."
thought you kicked off the bucket.
Then you haven't been paying attention.
What do you want?
He looks at you and goes like, "Eh? What's having a little bit of fun here to kick around for a bit since that fuckwad won't let me in his little play place. But I think some more fun has just found its way to me instead."
Kanan is gonna immediately put himself in front of Kyle.
You see, he looks at you and goes like, "Wait, Kanan, this is just Mr. Brutus."
Mr. Brutus isn't exactly a friendly guy.
He looks at the kid and goes like, "What's up, Squirt? So you're hanging around with these lot now, huh?" Kyle just said, "Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, they allowed me to, but I've been having lots of fun. He taught me how to shoot something." He points towards you. Said, "Did he now? It's a little bit of an upgrade from playing ball with you all day. You a big boy now, huh?" And Kyle just nods like, "I'm a man." And he goes, "Well, I'm gonna need you to still be a kid for a while, Kyle and Scram. This man and I have some things to discuss."
Kanan is Kanan's eyes are going to gently glow as he kind of snarls in his direction before he kind of makes a side glance to Kyle. Go hide.
And he goes like, "Well, wait, why? Are you two fighting?"
Go.
And he just looks at you and licks his forked tongue around his teeth. "Can't say I'm surprised you're trying to cozy up with a little kid. Doing all the little priest things now, are you?"
Where are you getting at?
Uh-huh. Just not the first time I've seen a dirty little cleric try to get his hands over a little boy.
You take that back.
Kyle just says, Kanan?"
Kanan will kind of snap back. I said go hide.
He gets a little bit shaken by your tone and goes like, "But I, you shouldn't fight. Mr. Brutus is nice.
It'll be okay. Just please.
Just don't hurt him, okay?"
Kanan will slowly nod and kind of
He's
stand at
Brutus.
the end of the bridge.
Brutus nods, little kid. "Go and play now. We'll be fine, little kiddo." You see, he looks a little suspicious, but he runs all the way behind the little stump in the back.
Stumpy dick.
Brutus looks at Kanan and just rubs his scruffy chin a little bit. "Smell a lot different since the last we saw, priest."
I have no idea what you're talking about.
"I always thought there was something I liked about you. Familiar kind of smell."
Whatever you're into, I am not interested.
"You've killed, haven't you?"
That's gonna make Kanan's eye twitch.
"Yeah, that's it. You've got some blood in your hands." Filthy little priest playing the good, clean pastor.
Are you trying to die?
Whatever happened to bringing salvation to my soul? Isn't that what your kind is always going on about?
I protect the weak from the strong, and I smite the wicked.
How hard do you smite? I wonder.
Do you want to find out?
You say these words and you can feel the mark on your hand sear a little bit as your scales become more pronounced. And
Gonna try and hide the mark again.
Brutus just stands across the planks. Even though there's a sharp plank in the middle there, he simply steps over it and lets it impale his foot
Oh my
and he
god.
removes it like it was nothing and starts picking his teeth with it. Well, let's hope you can actually smite something hard enough for me to feel it.
My god, Max, what is with this dong? Like, come, am I gonna have to roll for initiative?
You were, unless we were going to go to Party B.
Party
Oh my
B!
god.
Go to Party B, please.
You know, it's an unintentional but also very nice thing that Brutus, by design wise, is inverted Canaan.
Inverted Canaan. Oh, I see.
Even the horns are inverted.
Dong.
I love it.
Dongy.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
We'll be right back.
now let me change maps.
The water on that map is very unnerving. Like,
Oh yeah,
because of the rain, it makes it look it's just a pit. I'm like, ooh, that adds to it though.
yeah.
Nice.
The little droplet effect, I like it a lot. Whoop.
Bloop. I'm gonna bloop your face. I'm gonna bloop your face.
Bam.
Oh no.
And
All I see is
bam.
darkness.
And bam.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And bam.
A romantic night out.
Falmouth, you end up following up on a little bit of a thread you heard about from the Ravens, having heard more rumors about the ruins of the old church that supposedly never existed in Valaki. You head towards a ruins in the west part of town, in a very remote location where at night you would follow the fireflies in the area over to a large grave site with unturned statues and all sorts of structures being having been destroyed and desiccated. And you see the fireflies lighting up the area, almost kind of like departed souls still lingering.
Well, this is an interesting sight to see. Can't say I've seen any of this at home.
Irina looks over to Roger and goes, "Are you sure Paul's gonna be okay back there? I mean, he's got the recipes to work with, but
He's just gonna look over her and just be like, "Have you met my boyfriend?"
and he goes like, yeah, Theo doesn't seem to like me.
"Ah, he likes you just fine."
He goes like, yeah, likes me enough to kick me out of his kitchen.
All right, now that is a different circumstance.
I mean, I'm sure he's kicked Roger out of his kitchen too, so.
Yeah, he don't like me cooking naked.
He
I'm
goes
sorry,
like,
what?
He don't like me cooking naked.
he goes like, how do you manage that with all the hot oil?
Carefully.
Place looks like it was sacked.
followed by the Baron's forces considering his opinions.
Still, cult or not, I don't think anyone deserves to have their church treated like this. Even the graves weren't spared.
Yeah, I ain't even religious, and this is a bit
Sacrilegious.
uncomfortable. Roger's kind of like looking at this monument here.
You see, she looks over and goes like, "To Duchess Dunstan," it reads. Could you guys hear me, or?
I can
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
you.
A lot of it is scratched off, but the rest of it reads, "Loved by," and then "remembered by all."
Living by what now?
Remembered by all.
Well, no, the first part of that.
I don't know. There's a large fragment just gone. Must have been damaged in the attack or something. I'm assuming whoever was laid to rest here was, well liked, at least. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Sure. I mean, we ain't local, so
You hear Era speaking to you through the sword, Falmouth. You sense a more depressed tone from him than usual.
Okay, what does he say?
Now he just lets out the big sigh.
Something on your mind?
It's not a sight I relish seeing. One of the greater failures of the Order back after we were destroyed. After we crumbled, this establishment had no protection left. How many lives lost? For nothing. As a warden, I feel like I failed.
Tell me a bit more about the head of your order.
You sense almost like remorse in his tone as he begins to speak. Yes. The head of our order, Sir Godfrey. A brave and capable man. Loved by his men. Respected by even his enemies. He was the heart of the order, and the very foundation upon which the walls that held off the invaders shined true. And he was my best friend. You hear another sorrowful sigh from him.
Was he the leader of the order? Because why would it be based in a place called Argynvostholt if That name certainly does have a specific significance to it.
He nods along in your mind, says, "There's a long and storied history there. Conquerors and those who defended. One I would definitely recommend just showing you there. It's better to see than it is to try and retell." And you see Irina approaching you, Roger, and this is, "Hey, hope you don't mind. Well, I met all the time, but this thing with your sister, just how serious does it go?" Ryan, can you hear me?
Oh my god, I was muted. Sorry. He's gonna look over and just be like, "Well, I mean, she stabbed me before. If that gives you any indication."
What happened?
Yeah, she thought I looked at her boyfriend the wrong way.
Were
Do
you?
you?
No.
So she stabbed you just for no reason?
Well, she ain't never liked me too much.
I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but it's kind of hard to do something like that. Unless something happened.
He's just gonna kind of stop for a minute. Be like, look. I don't know what it is about me. I guess I know what it is, but I ain't exactly a high class like my mama wants me to be.
Hmm?
And that always seemed to be a problem with her and Faye. Not so much with Pa.
Is that why you ran?
That's one of the reasons.
She nods. Well, I can kind of get that. I mean, I wasn't exactly the perfect adopted daughter growing up. The burgomaster had his hands full already with training Ismark, and then I kind of came along and just threw a wrench into everything. I wasn't exactly one for dresses and functions. I was more a type to just read my little books, practice my steps from those books, play around with some knives, really.
Yeah, that sounds like you. I spent most of my time in town.
And would it surprise you? And would it surprise you to know that I didn't exactly get along with Ismark when we first met?
You know, that actually doesn't surprise me too much.
I know we bicker a bit now, but it was a lot worse when we were kids. We had some choice words for each other. He didn't exactly see me as a sister yet growing up. I was some stranger just taking up all the attention away from him.
Yeah. He's just gonna kind of look down at one of the gravestones, like sort of looking distant.
But eventually we got closer, and he's as much a brother to me as to anyone now, almost as if we were by blood. I guess what I'm saying is, I see the way she looks at you, and I don't know. It's almost like she doesn't really hate you. Feels like she's angry.
Roger's just going to look up at her and just be like, I mean, if you're angry enough to stab somebody, I'm pretty sure it's a good indicator that you ought to stay away from them.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that anger stemmed from something. And I think it's might be a little bit more complicated than just brother stuff. I'm not exactly good with words like Ismark is, but I don't know. Just offering some advice since you guys have given me so many.
Oh, look. My ma always hated the way I was. Didn't like it. And Faye's, well, Faye's a mama's girl. And she ended up taking up with whatever ma did. Pa traveled a lot, so it's not like he was around.
So they kind of just had her be the golden child?
Basically.
Sounds kind of lonely.
I mean, she had friends.
Do you guys ever have a memory of you getting along at all?
I
You know,
mean,
she says that you recall to yourself the memory and the dream you had back when you were small. And the one thing you afforded to her was a hug underneath a tree when all of life was overwhelming her.
he's sort of looking down at the monument here, like trailing his fingers along the edge of it, and it's just like maybe when we was kids.
You see, Irina tries to cup a little firefly in her hands, but smiles at its light and lets it fly towards you. As with its light, she just softly says, "Look, of course we're going to defend you and all. We're not going to let her touch you if you don't want, but if it comes down to it, maybe talking might be good." As unreasonable and hard-headed as someone is, trust me, it's when you get a scare about your family being taken away from you, just you start thinking back on all the things that could have been said. I don't want that for you.
He's gonna pause and be like, family was kind of taken away from me a long time ago.
You see, she looks a little sad at hearing you say those words, and she follows you to the church. Falmouth, you take a look at the landscape and you see a sight that saddens you still. As you get closer, the damage is even more apparent to you. A church completely just destroyed at its foundation. Even the stained glass has been torn apart, shattered. And you see that the crumbling building does not look like it's even inhabitable anymore in the church with its pews. Let me move the camera so Mel can see.
Yay! Ooh.
You know, for all of the Baron's pomp and prissy nonsense, with his supposed appreciation of the songstress. He really does strike me as a Philistine.
This destruction. Was the cult really this bad?
Somehow, I think he's using the claims of a cult just to justify his nonsense.
Doesn't look like we can go through the front. Doesn't look like we'd want to anyway. She peeks a little inside. Looks completely destroyed.
Place looks a right mess.
You guys
Yeah.
in looking around the building, and eventually you hear Irina call from the opposite side of the building, much easier to hear now that the walls were crumbled down. Hey, I spotted something.
Clive.
She points forward. Looks like a little crypt. The entrance looks safe. Or at the very least, it didn't look like they touched it.
It's all mercy, I guess.
Crypt in this place is a little bit concerning. Just gonna throw that out here.
Let me change the map.
Take the papa.
Camera.
we're doing that white girl in a horror movie thing.
Who
Well,
the
it runs into a closet immediately.
fuck is that?
just oh, look at this house that might be haunted. We should buy it.
Unfortunately, even though the entrance looked pristine, you look inside and you can already see that there was a ransacking here as well. Even amidst the coffins and various crypt surroundings.
Who the fuck is that?
And in the front, you see him, familiar face of Ryson protecting the area. And you see he looks towards you, the Russian. Oh, Lady Claire, you should not be out here. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. It's just the male one.
But I think Roger's just gonna cross his arms and look at him.
Just the male one?
You
Jeez.
gotta think, Lady Claire would never dress like that.
Paula just grabs hold of his medallion and just offers a silent prayer.
Of course, she'd never dress like this. It's much more practical.
You see he stops you in your tracks and runs with his little clackety-clack armored feet. And he goes like, whoa there. I would ask what your intentions are, sir.
We're just looking around. Falmouth here's man of the cloth was a little concerned because he heard the church wasn't intact anymore.
Are you here to offer prayers to the the lost ones?
Well, that'd be the idea.
I see. Well, be on your best behavior in there. Lady Beatrice is already making her way through them.
Oh,
Duly
right.
noted.
Roger's gonna pause before they head in. He's just gonna be like, "You was born and raised here, right?
Yes.
You know who this the Duchess that monument's out there for?"
Duchess.
Duchess Dunstan.
You see, Ryson goes like, oh, Lady Dunstan. Well, I'm surprised you know the name. Such a long history she has. Yes.
We saw it on a monument outside that was unfortunately in a not the best state.
Yes. Rather unfortunate, in fact. The men were ordered to take their ease with the grave, but unfortunately, from what I heard, they got a little too carried away, and Lady Dunstan's grave did not survive.
Doesn't look like any grave survived.
I ask that you not bring it up around Lady Beatrice. It is her mother.
Ah, gotcha. I will keep that in mind.
Is she here? You see, Ryza says, yes. She likes to take what little free time she has to come and help the weary. I'm rather confused about it myself, but our captain is a great woman. Yeah, Irina says, okay. We're just gonna go pay her a little visit.
Roger's just gonna smirk over at her.
And just goes like, remember to show your respect.
Of course. Not one to desecrate the resting grounds of the deceased.
You see, Irina looks over to Roger for your smirk and says, what?
You know.
Hurry to visit, you know.
Am I not allowed?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying I'm acknowledging that you are in a hurry to visit her.
Maybe I just wanted to see her. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it.
In fact, it's rather adorable.
Exactly.
I say, oh, shut up. As you travel through the dirtied and left to desecrate halls of this crypt, on the side you would see the visage of what looks like a man with a blank expression drooling from the side of his mouth, just sitting against the wall here with his daughter fruitlessly trying to get him to eat a bowl of what looks to be rather middling soup. But she only chokes up a little bit as she attempts to make him drink, but he does not do anything. I'll admit, I haven't seen a single soulless here. Until now.
Camera.
All right, sorry.
Just waiting.
I was just sitting in the dark like,
Yep.
I wish I knew it was happening.
Irina approaches the man and the daughter, and she attempts to help along and tries to help urge him to drink some of the soup. Sorry, guys. You know, just go on ahead without me for a bit.
That's all right.
All right.
But we will tell Beatrice you said hi.
She almost wanted to fling some soup at you, but she just glares at you instead. When you enter through another one of the crypt's halls, you see yet another woman cradling herself on the side. You can see that her eyes are rather bloodshot, and you can hear her stammering and whispering just nonsense to herself as she attempts to stay sane.
Mea culpa.
Oh, see if we... It hurts. It's so cold.
I'm going to make a medicine check.
Go ahead. You attempt to look over the woman to try and get a sense of her state of being, but when you try and get near her, she instead rolls back against the wall and just looks at you with fear in her bloodshot eyes. Get away from me, the monster. This world is a lie. This world is alive. Give it back to me. Give me back. It hurts here.
Actually, going to approach her for a moment. Be like, calm down. It's
Go
all
ahead
right.
and roll for persuasion with a disadvantage.
Okay.
I'll move the camera in the meantime. Whoop. You attempt to assuage her from her erratic behavior, but instead, the woman just slaps away your hand again. He goes like, "No, but you. The songstress has abandoned us in this cold place. This, this cold crypt. It's my grave."
He's
You
just
see, she
hold up
begins
his hand.
hyperventilating.
He's just gonna hold up his hands like, like I'm not gonna cause you any harm. He's just like, all right, I'll leave it be.
You see, she's still cradling and just going back and forth in the corner. As you can see, that this is a very sick woman. You enter into a larger room, which looks like a lot of the uh, items and sarcophagi in the area have been readjusted to allow more room for the people here to rest, or at least get some sort of rest in this wayward home of theirs. You see men and women with babies at their hip, some of them unfortunately having blank expressions as well. Whilst some of the other citizenry seems to be racked with all sorts of rips and tears in their skin, along with just bloodied noses that look like they've been ran dry, and their eyes being bloodshot. And you see Beatrice in the center of it all, looking like she got done handing out some food. "Oh, Mr. Falmouth, Mr. Roger. I didn't expect you to be here."
Well, as a man of faith, I wanted to see this place. But
"I see." She puts down the food and bows her head low to you. "I apologize if this is unseemly. I know that as a man of the faith, this must look like an insult. And as one who had a part in this, I ask for the forgiveness that I do not deserve."
You had a part in all this?
She looks serious in your direction. "I will not lie. Yes."
why serve a man who would show such contempt for the resting place of the dead?
See, she looks at you sorrowfully. "I do not wish to offer any excuses. What was done was a tragedy, but it was necessary. You came here only at the apex of what little paradise that the Baron was able to offer us. During the darkest times, this town was ran by a man corrupt on power, freely letting a cult use its citizenry for blood sacrifice, even maniacal tortures. Just terrifying acts of cruelty. And they centered their base here, in this church. It did not gladden me to have to do this. I grew up with this church my whole life. But they had to be weeded out of the town when it was necessary. I make no excuses, and I ask only forgiveness if you would offer it.
I'm not the one who needs to forgive you.
She nods.
Well, if you were trying to get rid of a cult, that's I think that's a pretty decent reason, personally.
Nevertheless, Mr. Fulmouth is correct. Even amidst the bloodshed, even non-cult members got involved, thinking of us as some sort of crusade to end the church and also religion in the town.
Now that part's not this.
I tried my best, but I could not stop all of my men from committing the acts they did. Only the two loyalist men to me, Ryson and Beans, were there to help the citizenry. She looks at you. I know they may seem odd, but to be honest, out of all my men, I trust them the most.
I mean, they seem pretty faithful.
Al, I try my best to keep aloft the people who have called this place home. Often the soulless don't have what it takes, or rather have everything taken from them and cannot rejoin the society we have above ground. So they made their home here. I do not know why they chose this place, but we can't seem to ask them to leave. So, when I have my off time, I suppose you can call it my attempt at penance, I come here to help however I can.
I take it they just keep coming back here if you take them out.
She nods. And more the day seems to pass, more of them come here.
I wonder why that is. What draws them here?
Well, back there was saying this is where her grave is, so
Oh. You must mean Angelina. Rather unfortunate. She lost her husband and child long ago. And then afterwards she tried to drink herself into a stupor to null the pain. Now it just seems like she can't even go for a second without any of it. We've tried to wean her off the stuff, but it seems the only way to calm her down now is to give her more.
I mean, I would say that if there were clerics who had, say, removed poison, that might help, considering alcohol is a poison.
She
But
nods.
considering the state of things,
Unfortunately, clerics are a rarity here in Ravenloft, as I'm sure you've noticed.
and we're still in Vallaki since the sacking of the church, I'm sure.
Yes. I petitioned the Baron for more support, but it would seem that it would take some time. But I trust in his judgment that help will come.
Roger is going to kind of throw a little hand up at the comment about it being fair, and it's just like our group is just rarest thing ever come around these parts, I guess.
Sorry, say that again, Shrine?
Said Roger's gonna be like, our group's just rarest things ever come around these parts, I guess.
She smiles a bit. Yes, actually. It's not every day that we have someone who looks a lot like the songstress come through, and then also 2 dragonborns, and then, well, a small child from Orithol was certainly surprising to see. How is the lad?
He's out hunting with his foster father.
She smiled. I assume you mean Mr. Kanan, then. Very
Yes.
good. I am glad. Children like him deserve to have more in this place. I wish we could do more for them here. You see, peeking across the door, you see a very shy Irina.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the well, unfortunately, we had a rather nasty little interaction with one of the Baron's guests.
Oh? Which one?
Fallen just elbows Roger in the arm gently.
Roger kind of sighs, his tail's like sort of whipping back and forth like a really irritating cat. That'd be my sister. Faith. Probably
Oh.
Charity.
Yes, Miss Charity. Indeed. What was the dispute?
Well, she tried come barging into our inn rooms looking for him.
I hope that wasn't a fight.
No fight. Maybe an inconvenience to her, but not a fight.
I mean,
Yeah. Irina posted, we never intentionally cause trouble around here.
her hired gun tried shooting Paul.
Yeah.
And she said, what? And Irina just goes like, yeah, but we handled it. It's okay. Hi, you probably don't remember me. I do, actually. Miss Koliana, correct? Irina? He's just like, wow, you even remember my last name. Ooh.
Paul just smirks.
While B is talking to her, like from behind her, Roger's just gonna be looking at Irina, just like, 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 just...
Irina just sort of grimaces at you, but looks back with a smile at Beatrice.
Of course, Beatrice looks this way. He's just normal.
Beatrice looks at you, Roger, and goes like, well, I sincerely apologize that I was not there to help resolve the dispute. If it happens again, please find me.
Well, we'll certainly make the effort. I mean, don't know what, but you can do much about it.
I did hear news that Mr. Paul will be entering the cooking competition, though.
Yep, sure is.
And he goes like, that's great. We haven't had much new blood here ever since Mr. Valencia took over. He's been the reigning champ for several years now. I'm sure your companion Paul will be a worthy challenge for him.
Choice of words in Barovia. We haven't had new blood here in a while. Roger's just gonna kind of nod and just be like, I mean, not to brag, but my boy's a damn good cook.
And he goes like, she chuckles a bit and goes like, oh. Well, he will have to show me his skills sometimes if he is able.
Absolutely. I mean, are you coming to the competition?
He goes, so it's like, well, yes, me and my men will be there to make sure all the festivities go along swimmingly.
Well, you might have to stop by. Roger's just gonna kind of look, glance over at Irina. I'm sure we'd love to have you.
Oh, she's probably busy. And you see Beatrice goes like, well, I technically have another day of time off left. Perhaps I can visit you wherever it is that you're staying.
You hear that, Arena?
Yes, I did. Yeah, but now Paul will probably love to cook for you, won't he, Roger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He loves cooking for people in general.
Beatrice nods. Oh no, you don't have to concern yourself. As much as I'd like to have being fed with, or rather being treated to a nice meal, I think I can probably cook up something as well.
We'll make it a
Roger's
pot. You can make it a potluck then.
That's
Oh.
true.
Perfect. I can bring over some cobbler.
I'm sure he'll love it. And he's again still gonna be looking like kind of glancing over at Irina. Just
You seem to be looking at Miss Irina a lot, Roger. Is she a proficient cook as well? Irina,
well,
I was like, well, I don't know about that. She starts taking out her knife and without even realizing it, she's like kind of playing around with her hair with it.
I was going to say I can just with her talking, I can just see her playing with her hair.
I can make a mean omelet or two. Two. Yeah, 2 eggs. You kind of need to make.
Falmouth's just snickering.
Roger's just gonna look over and be like, she's been training under Paul, but she's just getting started. Doing quite well though.
Yeah, she says, "Yeah, I'm doing real good now." And Beatrice just says, "Oh, perfect. Do you happen to know how to make a ham? Roasted ham is my favorite."
We haven't quite got to that part
Irina
of
just
her
says,
lessons yet.
Irina just looks at you, Falmouth, and goes, like, "But I'm sure Mr. Falmouth would love to help me with that, right?"
Roger's just gonna grin over at Falmouth and it's like, yeah, I mean Falmouth loves helping out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got big, strong arms, kind of like yours. I mean,
Falmouth just grins.
Roger is desperately trying not to laugh at that
kind
one.
of blushes past her dark skin, and Beatrice only kind of raises a brow at her. It's like, I see. Well, I'm sure it will be a great evening. Just let me know when.
Certainly.
And Irene says, would tomorrow morning be okay with you? Beatrice just is surprised by the fast response and goes, like, sure. I can find time in my schedule for it. It's about time due anyway. I really should be introducing myself as the captain of the guard here anyway to you all, as proper courtesy attends.
You're also off duty, so there's really no need to.
I will admit I am rather inexperienced with taking a load off, as far as my men hold it. So this will be interesting for us both, I imagine.
I mean, given the state of things, you sound like you could use it.
I live to serve, and I love.
If I may, what is beyond this door here?
Oh, you should find the rather interesting lot of children in there.
I'm sorry, you children here in the crypts?
Yeah, they are. She talks in a low tone. Some of them are, but they were born to soulless parents. Some of them are lucky enough to still contain their souls, but I believe one of them is afflicted with the condition.
Roger's gonna look over at Falmouth and just be like, if you tell Kanan, we're probably going to end up with a whole gaggle of kids.
Probably.
You see inside, you see a motley crew of children, seemingly treating this place like their little meeting room, as they all stare at you bug-eyed, while a particular girl in the corner seems to look at you with discontent. And you hear her say, "Oi, can't you see we's busy here?"
Apologies. I'll leave you to it.
And you, as you close, you just hear the tubby boy mention, "It's like, was that a talking lizard?"
Lizard.
And you just hear his head being tapped, and he goes like, "Oh." Beatrice just bows to you and says, "I apologize for their brashness. Youth, as you know, can be often unfiltered."
Oh, no worries. I mean, it's quite different from how I grew up, at least.
I'm sure we can talk about it all day tomorrow at the festivities, Mr. Falmus. I'm rather curious about your swordsmanship as well.
Actually, I've been working with Magda on becoming a blacksmith, so.
Oh, perfect. Yes, she is a rather skilled craftswoman. I'm sure she will teach you well.
She's been teaching me well so far, and Roger has a blade from her now.
Oh, is that true, Mr. Roger?
Roger's just gonna kind of nod and sort of like, hold, basically sort of hold up the rapier so she can see it.
She looks at the rapier and kind of runs her finger along the blade. And she just, yeah, there it is. And amidst the blade, you see a small engraving of the initials for, sorry, I'm brain farting, Magda. And you see she hands you back the rapier. Just says, "May she serve you well."
I hope so. And he's just gonna tuck it away.
Hopefully in our town you won't have need to use for it. If I can help it anyway.
With my sister here, there's a bit of a higher chance I'd need use of.
Speaking of, you may want to keep an eye on her hired gun. When I mentioned that you would probably not be too happy with him firing at people, he said that he can probably shoot you faster than you can even draw your weapon. So, just keep an eye out for him.
I am not unfamiliar to idle threats. Please, be assured I already have men on watch for him. He is rather oafish looking, and the look of his attitude did not impress me, so we are watching him.
I know, but never can be too careful.
Indeed. You see Irina just kind of pokes her head into view of Beatrice. Yeah, so, would you mind if I helped around a little bit here? Oh? Yes, Irina says, I kind of have a history with the soulless back where I'm from, so I just want to see if I can assist in any way I can. Certainly.
Yeah, she's been very eager to offer you her assistance.
Oh, Roger, you're such a kidder.
I'm just imagining her grinding her foot
You
on
see,
Rogers.
you see, she kind of subtly just holds her dagger in a stabbing motion.
He just kind of gives her a smile.
And Beatrice just goes in and with her arms raised, yeah, embarrassingly, Irina thinks it's a hug, so she kind of raises up her arms, but instead she just puts her hand on Irina's shoulder. We'll be glad to have your help. Right. And then she starts just awkwardly patting both of sides of Beatrice's arm with her hands. Yeah. Yep. This is how we say hello back in my little town. Beatrice looks at her and goes like, "Oh, okay."
Disaster gay. God.
And Beatrice just looks back to you and Falmouth and says, "Well, if there's anything else I can help with, please let me know."
When about did the Baron first come to Valaki? You mentioned that he wasn't the initial person in charge.
She nods. Yes. In fact, the Baron was actually in town around the time that the Baron was in charge of this place, actually. The previous one, I mean. That would have been about, I want to say, as strange as time passes in this place, about 5 years ago, to my count. And then she curiously ponders to you, "Why do you ask?"
Just curious, because I'm admittedly not too familiar with how any sort of leadership is passed from one person to the next in Barovia, in Ravenloft. So I thought it'd be best to get some information.
She smiles. "Well, history is my strongest subject from schooling. Feel free to ask me anything you desire. In the meantime, Miss Irina, could you help me in bringing out these bread loaves to everyone?" Irina gets to work in assisting the soulless. Meanwhile, Beatrice looks to you, Roger, and speaks to you in a quiet tone. "I sort of have a favor for you, Mr. Roger."
Oh, what's that?
She pats your shoulder and whispers to you, "Lady Clara would like to see you. It seemed important, and she seemed rather downcast, so I figured I would extend a message for you when I could."
All right. I mean, got no qualms against seeing her.
Well, being as it is, with your current troubles with your sister, Miss Claire is still staying at the Baron's estate, and I believe so is your sister, so
There any way that I could meet her outside of the Baron's estate?
unfortunately, after the incident, we are keeping a close watch on her at all times. But if you'd like, I can possibly try and cover you as you come in.
That would be appreciated.
She pats you hard on the back as she doesn't know her strength, and she just goes like, the foibles of family, eh?"
You don't know the half of it.
And as you say that, you see Irina just kind of smiling at you, Roger, and just kind of mouthing out the words like,
Mouthing up the words.
yeah.
What? No, what?
What
Oh,
words?
sorry.
What
Do you
words?
hear that? This mic just decides to not pick up the most important shit. She just says, "Have a talk with her," as she mouths it out.
Roger's just gonna give her a glance like, "Oh hell no!" Like doesn't say it, but
Beatrice would then sigh and say, "Well, I can only hope that your friend Mr. Kingdon is having a brighter time with his child than we are."
I mean, if Kyle's there, it's generally gonna be a good time.
And then we come back to party A. You there, Mel?
I'm here. I was just muted.
Yeah, just making sure because I know you had some stomach stress.
I'm good.
Okay. Now, back to the dark shit.
You do not own any token with vision in the scene. And I'm like, okay, but I can see things because the camera.
Hey, where's that song?
Oh,
All right. Roll for initiative, Kanan.
Oh, okay. Do, do,
Good
do.
luck and Godspeed.
Oh, fuck you. I love you, Strahd. Oh.
Oh,
Wow! Wow!
oof.
Oh my god, if he would have rolled a 3, I would have laughed my ass off.
You see, he remains still and just smirks at you tauntingly underneath the thunder's light, and just motions with his finger the bring it motion.
Oh god. What a nerd.
And he just says like, "Come on, or am I too old for you, priest?"
That's gonna make him angry.
And that's gonna be his turn.
Oh my god. Alright, well.
That much.
He's just shit talking. Okay.
Yeah, he's that confident.
Are you sure you're not a bard? Vicious mockery. Continue. I will be right back because I'm just fixing like something for my
problem.
roommate. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, since it's combat, it's fine. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just start off with a good old mace bash.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. Miss. Miss. Miss.
Miss.
Miss. Wow.
Oof.
This is hilarious.
You see, you try to bash him with your mace, but in your fury, he just adeptly dodges to the side with his animalistic speed, and he just laughs at you as a sloppy.
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 I guess I'll end my turn.
For Alamigo.
Oh god.
I have you now.
He, Brutus, then just spends a turn shoving you.
Shoving me.
As he forcibly shoves you back in the rock here. And I'm gonna need you to make a constitution check.
Okay. Constitution check.
Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sorry.
Constitution check.
No, I did it right.
And let's see his roll. Ooh, he rolled a nat 1. You see he shoves you back a little bit, but it doesn't deter you in the slightest. It only moves you back a little bit. As you see, he taunts you a little more by just scratching at his shoulder so hard that you can see blood and flesh being drawn, but you see it doesn't bother him. Like, come on, I'm being bored here, priest.
Then maybe you should leave.
It's and who's gonna make me?
Don't you have anything better to do than to antagonize people?
Not at all.
Is he gonna end his turn or is it?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so the mace didn't work, so I guess he'll try a good old guiding bolt. Wait, do I have the... Yep, I do.
Yeah, the what?
Just making sure I had spell slots.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Oh shit! Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okie dokie.
Critical. All those dice.
That's a lot of
Holy
dice.
crap.
Damn. Okay. Explain where you want to blast them.
The way he's taunting him makes Kanan angry enough to just throw the mace on the ground and start
shit.
using his magic. Kind of like, he like wiggles his fingers in the air for a moment, and then he just points them, and he points his finger at Brutus, and the guiding bolt just suddenly materializes and bashes him in the face.
You see the guiding bolt, fueled by your righteous indignation, moves at blinding speeds over to the face of the Hellhound, and you see that his grinning face is immediately immolated, and you see that half of his muzzle is completely shattered and broken off by the blast of energy.
That's gonna make him, like, recoil in disgust.
And you see it already begins to regenerate, but rather slowly. As you see, he speaks with his mangled mouth, and he says, "That, that actually kind of stings."
Will you just die already?
Make me.
Yes, I am.
And you see, it's still regenerating, so he's gonna heal back about 10 HP at the start of his turn.
Okay.
And you see him looking at you, goes like, "I suppose I should get some serious." And he's gonna dash at you on all fours, and he's gonna attempt to do a flame claw attack 3 times.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this physically because Foundry is dildos when it comes to programming the stuff I want for this particular thing that I'm trying to do. So yeah. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So rolling for fire damage and slashing.
The slashing. Sloppy.
Sloppy. Well, amigo. Oof. So he deals 10 plus 18 damage
Okay.
Ow.
for that first hit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got it on the HP side, or do you need
Hold
me
on. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm back.
I just using
Go
my
back.
calculator, child.
Okay. Second hit. You're not gonna like this.
What? What's a nat 20?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
A roll's a roll.
Guess that's
Yep.
Ryan came back too.
Yeah.
Alright, critical. Oof, this one's gonna be 26.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice of you, Shrine.
Yeah, he's. I have to help him with fruit and stuff too because he struggles to use like the knives and things.
Oh, ignore that. That thing that I posted. Sorry. Delete.
Flame.
Okay, Mikami.
And third hit. 13. That's a miss.
That's a mess.
Yep. You see he rather gravely wounds you with the first 2 hits, just slashing away at your armor and cutting deep into your scales, making some blood be drawn over your chest. And you can feel the searing fires of his hell flame hurt you. and you can see him just looking rather angrily at you with furrowed brows, and said, "Come on now, where was that fire I saw earlier?"
This man's.
He needs to get
man's
laid.
right?
Like, what?
Kanan's like, I didn't ask to be part of your scene.
Okay. Is it my turn or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, let me go to your turn.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I'm gonna channel divinity and preserve life. There you go.
Nice.
So Kanan's going to hold on to a symbol and pray, wordlessly, and the platinum claw starts to glow, and it envelops him in Bahamut's light, and it's supposed to, let's see here. Evoke healing restored to number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So, what's that? 8 times 5?
40.
All right, you heal back that amount.
Okay, so 71. And Kanan is slowly going to stand back up and basically scream in his face, "Go away!"
And you see him snarl back at you and says, "Boring! Boring, 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 boring!" Look at you, just spouting that boring healing magic. Where's that fire? Where's the hands of the killer I smell?
You see no killer among you. Only a man atoning for his sins.
I only see a man hiding from his sins, from making him as true as he could be, from making him stronger than what he is now. A lying little whelp, cradling to a holy power.
I'm going to end my turn.
Show me then, priest, what this holy power can do, if you can. And he's gonna go ahead and attack you this time with a special attack called Burning Drive.
Okay.
And he's going to roll 2 d20s for this. Based on the difference in amount value between the two numbers rolled,
Okay.
it's gonna determine the damage.
Okay.
Ooh, luckily, it's between 13 and 16, so this is gonna be on the lower end of the discrepancy.
Okay.
You see him breathe somewhat of a fiery soul breath coming from his mouth as he puts it in his hand and stretches it out into a bigger flame and decides to bash you across the face with it while it's in his hand.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll for the demo. Luckily, the discrepancy was small, so this is going to be 10 damage only.
Half because fire resistance.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
So how much is that?
5.
That's going to be 5.
Okay. Okie dokie.
You resist the brunt of his attack with your shield, but you see some of the flames do start to spark on you as he continues to just pound the shield over and over again with the flames. Come on, come on! Show me something. And that's gonna be his turn.
Let's see here. Is there any water?
Yeah, all around you.
Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of words.
Plus it's raining, so.
That is a lot of words. Okay, So basically, whoa, what is this on my thing?
It's it's asking you where you want to put the AOE.
Oh, I wanted to put it like where he's at. You know, like
Okay.
like Kenny's gonna take a
so
try.
you're,
Go
so you're
ahead.
pushing him southward from where you are, right?
Yes, with the dancing wave.
Okay. And let me just remove that.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right. So, let's see. Da-da-da. Exists at a point on the ground within range. The mass of water remains cohesive. For duration, as bonus action. Oh, okay. Do you want to use a bonus action to move the wave?
Yes. I wanted to take a step
So you basically
back.
use so you basically
Yeah.
use your action to summon it there, and now you can use your bonus action to move it.
Yeah,
if you want.
to try and push him away.
Yeah.
So is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I'd like to do.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for. Let me see. Oh, never mind. Let me make a strength saving throw first.
Okay.
Guys, a +5 to this, so this should be fun.
Oh,
boy.
What's the DC 15? Okay.
hey, you never know. He could roll another nat 1.
You got an 8.
Oh, well, that's
so he
even
fails.
better.
That's
Yeah,
13.
so, lol. So go ahead and roll for the damage.
Yes, sir. Normal. Lol. 3.
I mean, at least he'll be prone.
Yeah.
So using the magic that Odalia taught you, you manipulate the rain and the waters nearby to mass together into a surge of dancing water waves, surprising the Hellhound as he is pushed back by the wave into the waters next to the broken bridge. And with a splash, he falls into there, taking 3 bludgeoning damage and is also prone.
Nice.
So let me put a prone thing on him. Where is it? Where is it? It's my favorite icon. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I've fallen and I can't get up icon.
And he's gonna take step back and he's going to end his turn.
Okay. The Hellhound's turn. He's gonna spend his turn basically getting the fuck back up. You see he lifts his head out from the water, and you see he looks at you and goes, it's like, I learned a little bit of tricks since last time, huh?
Not trick.
But you know, splashing some water on me won't make me go away.
Of course it won't, because you're an
You
assassin
see-
bastard.
You see the water start steaming, as well as some of the raindrops that drop on his body as he summons his flames off his back while he gets out of the river.
Okay.
And he just responds to you with a chuckle and goes like, only to those I like.
Oh my god, he's weird. He's a weirdo.
That's exactly the reaction I want from my villains.
Okay.
But he's going to attack you again with a 3-pronged claw attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, Max?
I want to take a picture of this.
Is it a nat 20?
No.
It's a nat 1.
Roger once again out here just like that did not consent to being part of the scene, my guy.
Fuck.
Wait, what is Roger
Yeah.
here?
What? I'm just saying that would be Roger's commentary, just like did not consent to be part of the scene, dude.
So I rolled the first 2 d20s because he was gonna hit twice.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
This is what came out for
What?
both.
What? I'm eager to see now. Like, don't hold us in suspense. Oh my god.
So that's the first 2 hits.
Oh my god.
What
that's
are
amazing.
the odds?
I'm gonna roll for the 3rd one now. 4. Okay. You see he tries wildly attacking you again, but this time you're more used to his movements now. And even though they're erratic, you see that there's a pattern to his strikes. Left, right, and then down as you coordinated your evasion to those movements and managed to dodge them all perfectly. Stand still and take it now. And that's gonna be his turn.
I only give, I don't receive.
He
And
just chuckles and goes like, see? We are alike.
we are nothing alike. Where are we?
You know what I've created? I've created what are those 2 guys from Yakuza's name again? Shiryu and Majima?
Huh?
This is basically it. I don't know you guys know Yakuza references, but I basically...
Yep.
Whoa, what was that?
What?
Oh, just a Puerto
the
Rican
Puerto
sex store. Oh.
Yeah.
You're being attacked by a chainsaw?
No.
They're revving up a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
I've lost my spells. There we go. Never mind.
What? I was like...
Alright, Kanan's gonna retaliate with inflict wounds.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Is he gonna cut himself?
No, child.
Alright, you have an arcane focus, technically. Or it's a rather holy symbol. So you don't even need to cut yourself. Okay, go ahead and make the melee spell attack. Oh, that was so close to a nat 20.
Shall I roll
That's
for
a
the
hit.
one?
What is that train? What?
Oh my god.
Is that you, Mel? Did you add that in?
No!
What the fuck is that train?
Oh my god.
What? What was that, Thomas the Tank? I'm not crazy, right? We all saw that?
No, there was a Thomas the Tank Engine there.
Okay, I must have some kind of module installed that does that I don't know about. What the fuck is that? I didn't expect the fucking train. That's the kind of wild shit you can do in Foundry. Oh my god.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my god. Okay, so he is resistant to necrotic, so he's only gonna take half.
Okay.
So half of that will be 11.
Alright. No problem.
Okay. How do you attack him?
Oh, Kanan is angry from his taunts, so he's going to empower his fist with inflict wounds and kind of punch him, like give him an uppercut, and then scream, "We are nothing alike!"
You punch him in the area where his muzzle is still healing, and you see lots of blood splatter across your face from his still healing muzzle, and even some broken teeth going off that were still regenerating.
And I'm going to end my turn.
The fucking Tom. I'm still shook by that Thomas the Tank Engine.
Right? I'm like, what caused that?
My fucking god. I think that was one of Mel's dice rolled at perfect 10.
Is it?
I think that's why.
Oh.
Let me look back. Yeah, one of them was a perfect 10, so I think that was why.
Oh, okay.
Choo choo! Alright. He's gonna reel back from this now. His fucked up maw finally beginning to catch up a little bit and regenerating to full. And he can then look at you and go like, you pretend to be all holy and clean, but there you go, using my kind of magic.
Shut up.
You know, life and death often spin on the same coin, priest.
I'm gonna send you back to hell where you belong.
Thanks for the free ride home. And he's gonna run about all around you in quick manner. And he's gonna attempt to attack you again with the 3-pronged attack.
Okay. My god.
Let's see if we get a double nat 1 again. Ow!
What?
It's a double 5. If I made
Whoa.
his move based on having snake eyes on shit, this would be lovely. But no, it's a double 5, meaning that's a miss on 2.
It's doubles all the way down.
Yep. Now the third one. Third one is a 19, thankfully, so that hits.
That's a hit.
Okay, so let's roll for damage for that one.
Okay.
Finally. That's gonna be 15 damage
Okay.
from both flame and slashing together.
Okay.
So
Alright.
the flame part you're resistant to, so you can take half of that. Flame part was 5, so you can take 2. So that'll be 12 instead.
Okay. Boop. Done.
As you're continuing to fight, you see little Kyle running into the scene, and as he goes, "Stop it! Stop it right now!"
Keenan's gonna grit his teeth as he looks at Kyle. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Stop it! Stop hurting each other!
I have to kill him.
What you say, Mel? You cut out.
Sorry. It's like he has to be sent back where he belongs.
But he's my friend!
Your friend is a spawn of Avernus.
And you see the Hellhound only chuckles and goes, "You hear that, kid? He's beginning to believe the lie himself."
Lie.
Do you think I just spawned out of the pits of hell out of nowhere, priest? I was created from flesh of man.
Tried.
You're welcome.
What did you post, Frank? Kyle? Yeah, that's literally him right now.
Then what were you created for? What is your purpose?
To do whatever I fucking want. To kill, slaughter, pillage, and occasionally taste some of the world's pleasures.
Ew. Kanan's
And
just
it
gonna
just
look
so
at him
happens
disgustingly.
that killing priest is one of my most favorite things to do.
You're not gonna kill this priest.
Maybe not, but I'll have the more fun extracting every scream and grunt out of you.
Never! Tried, please.
Well, when the ham hits too hard. You see Kyle starts to run towards Brutus to hold his arm back and try to make him stop. And you see when he does, Brutus attempts to swat him away. And when he does, Kyle gets knocked back into the grass.
Oh, hell no.
And as soon as he sees Kyle cry out a little bit, the monster begins to freeze up a bit. What is this? He grips his head hard, so hard that you see he begins to dig his claws right into his skull. Stop it. Stop it now. Only pleasure. Only the pain will make this better. But you see that he starts to stand almost kind of like in an offensive way behind the kid. Just scoffs at you and says, "So, now that the kid's out of the way, let's see how much you can take, priest."
Oh dear.
And he's gonna roll for attacks again.
Oh my god. Okay.
Ooh. Unfortunately, one of them was a nat 20.
No.
Ooh. Okay. So that's gonna be the 21 damage for the nat 20 damage, but half of part of it. So let's see. That's gonna be fire. That was okay. The fire part was a 6, and another 6. So half of that should be 6, since that's total 12.
So, like 12 damage? Or
Hold on. I'm getting confused. I'm confused myself.
Alright.
Sorry. Give me a second. I should have a calculator for this bullcrap.
uh-huh. Use your phone, child.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Fuck this. Fuck this. I need to buy myself an abacus.
Jesus, no.
Oh, okay. So altogether, it should be just 18 damage.
Just 18.
And
Alright.
a lot worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
And the other roll was a 16, so that missed.
Okay.
And now the last hit.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 9, so he misses that last one.
Alright.
Starts wildly attacking you, and through blocking them, he manages to wing you on the side of your hip with a stab into your rather left side of your stomach. Holy shit. You okay, Mel, or was that immersive?
I'm role playing.
Okay. I was like, oh shit.
When you roleplay so well, you scare the people, but
You going hard. But you see he looks at you and just goes like, let me see it, let me see it.
Enough.
And being pushed to this threshold, your scales are gonna become more pronounced again, and you're gonna feel the corruption taking place.
Enough.
And I'm gonna say, as a reprisal to this, you get to roll for 3 attacks, all of them with advantage.
Okay. Any attack
With
or?
Well, you dropped your mace, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be with your claw.
Okay, so unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened to my inventory?
Um,
Oh, there it is. With what is unarmed? 1d6.
does it not roll for you when you in your inventory?
No, the only weapons in my inventory are my mace and dagger.
Oh, it's probably because the claw things are in the other Kanan
They're in
characters.
the should I grab the other one then?
No, it's okay. Well, let's say for now you'll just use the mace, but you know it'll actually be your fist, but you know we'll work with it.
Okay. All right.
It's just to use your mace for the
You're going robot.
Oh, sorry.
So
Can you
just
hear me
use
now?
my mace for the attacks
Yeah, just use your mace for the attacks for now. It's
right.
fine. I'll allow.
with advantage. Oh wait, oops. Advantage. Double 11s. What the fuck? Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits him.
All right. All right, and then mace
Then
again.
second. Misses.
Fuck you.
I mean, you have advantage.
I know, but you just said miss you.
Okay, now for the third hit.
All right.
A girl always carries her mace. Damn. Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Okay, so clearly.
Enough!
Oh, whoa. Okay. Voice modulator coming into play. Just explain how you attack him with your fist.
So, Kanan is like, basically the corruption's taking over, so he just launches himself at Brutus, and he tackles him to the ground, and he just starts punching him in the face, the nose, the eyes, wherever his fists can land.
You manage to pin him to the ground, and you just start wailing on him with all your rage and fury. And as you're literally trying to turn his face into paste, you can just feel hatred rising more and more in yourself. As you can see, it's almost like you can't erase the smirk that's on his face right now while you're doing this. And as you're beating on him, you hear Kyle start to groan and stir back awake from being knocked away. And upon hearing his voice, you see the Hellhound starts to grip his head again in between being attacked by you. And you see he knocks you away from him back. And you see that his hellish azure eyes have now suddenly turned into a dark brown. And you notice that they're the same eyes as Kyle's.
What? Max,
Before
what
you
the
can
fuck?
even think, the eyes start becoming dyed in blue again as he prepares to assault you. But immediately upon seeing that you're in danger, unexpected help comes along.
Ooh. If it's gonna be the dog mole, I'm gonna be shocked.
What you say?
If it's the dog mole, I'm gonna be shocked.
Well, you see, appearing from her form as an eagle, she appears and cuts both of the Hellhound's arms as they're trying to reach you, making the Hellhound reel back. That cursed wood witch. He looks off to the distance behind him, and he sees a certain shadowy butler kind of giving him an angry-looking stare under the rain, holding an umbrella, as he scoffs to himself. Fuck. It's
Yeah.
like my op. Well, looks like playtime's over. That was a nice little demo, priest. I expect to taste more later. Next time, don't.
Be a later.
Don't try to sweet talk me now. It's only gonna fucking make me more fired up.
Jesus
man-
Christ.
But man, job to do. Next time, don't bring the brat around. You see, before Wynn's able to attack him, he flies off in a pounce to the other island and just retreats.
Kanan is going to like basically run after him, but he stops at the cliff edge, and he makes like a roar that is so like inhumane sounding because of its corruption, as he is like extremely frustrated that he has gotten away alive.
Wynn would then summon up some vines to hold back your arms. As you turn to look at her, you see that she's talking to you in a sound, quiet voice that says, Kanan, calm down. The corruption flares up within you again. Don't do this. Not to yourself, not in front of the boy. You see Kyle looks to you helplessly and just says, Kanan?
Kanan's eyes are going to twitch as he is suddenly constrained by vines and he kind of struggles. But hearing Wynn's voice and Kyle just looking at him helplessly kind of makes him stop, and he kind of goes limp within the vines, and all he could do is just scream in frustration. And then he kind of just chills out.
As the scales begin to sorry.
You're okay.
Begin to hide themselves within your body again. You hear a motherly voice call out to you in your soul. There you are, my child.
Oof.
And you're knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh. By a karate chop?
No,
Right.
just out of exhaustion.
Oh. I was about to say, karate chop.
Fucking Eggman karate chop.
No!
I'm not gonna play the music. I'm not gonna play the Victor music here because it's not thematically appropriate.
So what will you do?
Congrats on surviving.
The Final Fantasy Tactics victory music might be fitting.
Unfortunately, I don't have it in here.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Max?
Oh no, so I'm saying unfortunately I don't have the FF Tactics victory
No,
music.
what were you gonna say before?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say yeah, and then you're just knocked out.
You
And
said congrats or something?
okay, congrats on surviving the duel.
Oh! Well, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so...
And then the Egyptian sound. Now, as a little tidbit at the end of this session, back to Party B.
Back to...
I like how we're just flipping back and forth between the teams.
We'll be right back.
That's what happens when the team is split.
Yep.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh my god, that commercial. I remember that.
Now you're ready to help people customize and save $652.
Give me a sec, guys. Just loading up the map. What was that?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Fuck, come on, map.
What's wrong?
What'd you say?
What's wrong?
No, I'm just getting the map to load up. It's okay.
Mm.
I think I have a lot of assets, so it's taking a little bit of time.
Bop. 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 Foundry acting like a bug. Ooh, my arm is sore. Very, very sore. Ooh, pain. Blaze, don't forget your COVID shot.
What?
Don't forget your COVID shot, because you're going to need proof to get your badge or whatever for Anthocon.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You're both going to that.
Wait,
Yeah.
who, what now?
Don't forget your COVID shot or whatever, because you need to have proof of vaccination.
Oh,
for-
I have an app on New York State Wild that has all my previous shots and everything. The 2 doses and one of the boosters, so I have it on phone.
Oh my god, my fucking arm hurts.
Why?
Because I got the COVID shot today.
Oh wait, today?
Yeah.
She got
Didn't you
boosted today. She got
Yeah.
boosted today.
Okay, I thought you got it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Finally, fuck's sake. Sorry about that, gang.
Fuck stick?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Was the map supposed to change? 'Cause it didn't for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I'm trying my best. And camera. Roger, you let Blaze head over to Magda's Smith for a bit in order to get more information and also training. And in the meantime, you decided to heed the request of Claire and pay the Baron's house a visit. And you're right outside the front door.
So Roger is outside the door and is just sort of pacing back and forth. like don't know if I want to do that.
You must choose.
Are there any windows he could potentially peek in? Because this bitch is like, I want to know where she is.
Unfortunately, there are no windows to look through.
Oh, Roger's just like,
You can't look at the
Oh.
titties.
no, not a sister.
I
Roger's
thought you meant the Captain Woman. Never mind.
No. Roger's just sitting there like, who the fuck doesn't have windows? I don't know if I don't think Sky itself is still active at this point.
Yeah, no, it's not.
He is just gonna, I guess, knock on the door and fucking pray.
Who's he praying to? That's very important.
In his case,
Or-
probably Elmater.
Ah, okay.
The door knocks, and through it, you see it creak open, and you see the familiar face of Miss.
Why are there 2 Beatrices?
What?
It's the return of
Oh
the Phantom.
my god, the Phantom token! I swear to God, this thing always haunts me.
It's the return of the Phantom Aloe.
She's moving so fast. She leaves after images.
I mean, if she's based on Beatrix, that's not too far fetched.
But He looks at you and goes, Sir Roger, right. Please come in. I believe everyone has already retired to their rooms, so we should be okay.
I have a very
Right.
bad feeling about this.
It's it.
Excuse me.
He's just like, can I just know where she is so I know where to avoid?
She says, probably up in one of the third floor guest rooms. Miss Claire is on the second floor, so as long as we stay there, we should be safe. But let me scour out the room ahead, okay?
All right.
You hear footsteps as Miss Beatrice looks out ahead. And I'm gonna need you to roll for a perception.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
Poor Roger.
Ah,
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
perception is not my strong suit.
You have
got-
luck
you
if you
got
wanna
this.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna burn a luck point for that because
You got this,
no.
Shrine. I believes in you. I believes in the heart of the rolls.
That looked like it landed on a 4 for a second. Like, oh no.
You hear almost kind of like sparkly, sprightly bells behind you.
Oh no.
Is there any space that he could potentially hide out?
It would if you had time.
Fuck.
You
Yeah.
you turn around quickly, and your eyes widen in confusion as you see the circus performer of the Fey variety standing behind you, and you see that it's the clown Affley.
Just gonna kind of pause and just be like, "Oh, huh?"
Hello, he says in a rather quaint voice as he squeaks a little rubber nose on the side, but the rubber nose starts emitting some sort of pink smoke.
Oh no.
Oh, Roger's backing the fuck up.
And you see he starts approaching you more, and he tries to grab you. So go ahead and roll for a dex check.
Dex check
Or
or
dex
dex save?
Yeah, let's go with dex save.
Oh
Next
hell
save.
no.
Oh my god.
At least dex is you're good. Oh,
No, it's not.
No, it's
no.
not.
oh. You want to
Roger's power loaded into charisma. What do you mean, Dex is good?
Oh no.
I love you, Max. The way you said at least Texas is your best. Oh.
Oh.
You know what?
No, it's
You know
not. We've even said that Fallen
Okay.
wants to try and help him train up his dexterity.
I will ask you, and I will ask you once. Do you want to burn a luck for this, or do you want to save them?
Do it.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna burn a luck and
All right.
save
Reroll.
that fucking
Dex
last
save.
one.
And pray.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, basically.
Let us pray. Let us.
No.
Oh
Are you
no!
kidding me?
Do you have any luck charges left?
I
He has
have
one left.
one.
Do you want to use it? It's a pivotal choice here. I'm not saying there's a right decision, but it will. You will have to think about a lot of things
Oh boy.
because they recharge only every long rest. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, just make sure you don't tell them your name.
But when you're confident that your player will pass this roll, and yet RNG this said,
Okay, Roger's gonna hang on to the luck point.
okay. Unluckily, you're unable to squirm out in time as the clown holds the squeaky nose next to your face and just puffs your face with the pink gas.
What the
And
hell,
before
dude?
and before long, you start to lose consciousness.
I'm being abducted by clowns. Help.
And unfortunately, by the time that I'm just gonna leave your token here, but you're not here, just so you can see
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening. Well, actually, no, you can see through the camera. It's fine. Uh, Beatrice comes back and says, "All right, the clothes should be Mr. Roger. Mr. Roger, where'd he go?" She starts to ponder to herself, and we're gonna change maps for this last part. I've been saving this one for a while.
Feywild.
God fucking damn it.
Feywild.
No, something even greater. You open your eyes and you feel immediately below you some sort of weird texture, almost kind of like parchment. And when
Oh
you
no.
and when you look around you, you see on the ground some sort of weird scrollings and also just giant structures around you of random varieties. And you can start to notice that there are things like a small pendant, a chess piece, a lantern, some giant candles, and some giant books as well, along with a plushy unicorn on the left side. And in the sky, you see inky darkness, almost as if it's night, but you see random objects swirling around in giant size in the sky as well.
Roger's gonna rub his face, like just run a hand down his face and be like, "What the hell did I just get slipped?"
And you then hear the last voice you ever wanted to hear from behind you. Roger?
Roger's gonna slowly turn around.
That's me.
And you see her right there, your sister in all her purple glory with her trademark just look of disappointment, anger, and just right now, frustration.
So like the bitch from 16.
Roger's just like, all right. And yeah, no, he's just gonna
You see, she runs out there and goes like, "You fucking mad horn toad, so swallowing motherfucker!"
Oh my god.
You see the western southern voice, you know her from your family days, starts to come out as she starts chasing you, and that's what we're gonna stop at in this session. Yeah, basically that gift.
Oh my god.
Woo! Fun. What you guys
Right.
think?
I thought I was gonna die. Not gonna
Roger,
lie.
Roger is just internally screaming, like,
Oh, don't worry. Next session is gonna be Blaze's turn.
Fun times.
Yeah, I didn't really got to do much, to be honest.
Sorry, man. But at least we got some more info for Blaze on his slow side quest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But next session is going to be time for Blaze on the spotlight.
yeah.
Cool beats.
Yes.
Sorry,
So-
my arm hurts, so I'm kind of just.
So Roger's current situation.
Yeah, Roger's not having a good time.
No, I'm just like, let me out. Let me out.
Almost like first instinct if you ever find out what the freaking clown did to Roger is just like, yeah, your head is going off your shoulders now. Bye.
See, meanwhile, Roger's just like, I don't know if I'm drugged or not, but at any rate, her here, no, bye.
I can't wait for you to figure out where you are.
I mean, at the top of the screen it says bag of holding.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes, it does. The top of the screen in Foundry tells you what the locations are.
Oh, dude, that's so
I
lame.
just don't.
It always has said that at the top of the maps.
I
It always
just-
tells where the
I
location
just
is.
don't pay attention to it, to
Oh
be
god
honest.
damn it!
For roleplay's sake, I don't really just pay attention to it.
Yeah, no, I normally I just kind of like I ignore it usually, but that one caught my eye just because I was like, wait, what?
All right, note to self. I gotta start finding a way to hide these titles.
I don't think
God
you
damn.
can.
That does give some concern because I'm pretty sure you can only survive for 10 minutes inside of a bag of holding.
Unless it was special somehow.
Excuse me.
But yeah, Roger's first on the list.
About Roger's not having a good day.
For some reason, this thing right here, this continent, looks like a guy squatting down. So like,
Oh my god, I see.
you could make out the legs and stuff. You can see it, right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Since there's two of them in there, they would begin to suffocate after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't unsee.
But yes,
God, there's just like a half-eaten apple
I
down there.
suppose the map title is just shat all over my plans. Yes, you're basically inside of a bag of
I mean,
whatever.
to be fair, Roger doesn't know that. Roger thinks that he's either having a really bad trip or been,
Yeah.
you know.
Honestly, I was thinking it was gonna be the Feywild, just because I'm like, oh no. I'm like, Roger, don't tell him your name.
Oh no, we won't get to those maps yet.
Well,
Oh god.
I feel like that's more of a Strixhaven thing, to be honest, than Ravenloft.
That's why I said not yet. But don't have no worries. Everybody will get their turn at some suffering. Almond's turn will be next, and we will
Oh,
get him.
good.
Oh yes. He's gonna be pulling at some threads that some people don't like being pulled at.
I already have a sort of working theory that Fallen is starting to think of.
Can't wait. But yes, I'm glad you guys had a good time with this session. Sorry, Blaze, that we couldn't get to fall mid section. I just didn't have enough time.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would be available for this section next Saturday because we're gonna be Mel and I are gonna be away the weekend after. But it's also up to you and up to everyone else.
Are you guys available next Saturday or?
I mean, pretty sure we're free. We don't really have anything going on right now.
Let me check my. Okay, the one shot part 3 is going to be on July 9th, so we're good on that. Mel, yours was on
the 25th.
the 25th.
The day
Ooh,
after.
I
So-
see. Would you be fine with doing it on the Saturday before, Mel?
I suppose.
Are you busy or?
No.
Why are you being obsequious all of a sudden?
Because.
Probably trying to creep you out. Probably trying to creep you out as revenge.
I have to think of something to get back at you on Sunday.
Told you.
Wow. This is how you treat the person that
I
got you
don't
that
know. I don't know. It could just be like, oh, I'm done getting some action from 3 girls. Who knows?
Wow. You see, I would be glad about that, but Fae women are kind of,
Mm.
yeah.
Who
There's
says
a reason
we're
you
going
don't.
to the Feywilds?
I mean, just look at Feoul and how possessive they got.
Yeah, but bring it, woman.
You don't want to say that to her. You do not want to.
Maybe Fan could seduce Kana. Who knows?
Wow, do it though.
Stick his stand dick in.
I'm not allergic to drama. I fucking feed off that shit. Have you seen what I've done to your characters?
Yeah, you're an asshole.
I feel like I've done more to my own character than you've done to mine, to be honest.
Heck, me being nice to your character so far is a good thing.
Okay, but beating
So
up my
far.
character is not nice.
What are you saying?
Beating up my character is not nice.
Oh, it just builds character.
Uh-huh. And I don't know, there's just some kind of weird ass kind of.
And I mean, hey, if Rattles is available for next Saturday as
I
well,
mean,
if they're feeling
Yeah,
better, that can also work out for
Yeah.
them too.
is Brut-
The plan today was going to be featuring Paul first, then Mel at first, and then next session be Fallmouth, then Roger. But unfortunately, Rattles was sick, so I had to push back Paul's a bit. So next session is going to be Fallmouth first, then Paul. If Rattles will hopefully join us for that one.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be feeling better by then.
Is-
If not, I'll be really concerned.
I have a very important question. Is Brutus queer?
Why do you ask?
Because I have a legitimate question. Is he queer or is he just
He's combat sexual.
I was about to say, is he just pansexual?
combat sexual? So does
He's a sadomasochist.
so will he? You know what? Never mind.
No, ask.
No,
you
I will ask you like in
you-
DMs.
You've swam into these
I'll-
waters.
I will ask
everyone,
you. I'll ask you in DMs.
Everyone here is an adult. You
I
can just
will.
ask.
I will ask you in DMs.
Okay.
Okay.
Me creates intentionally hammy, just down terrible creature. And Mel is just like, so what's his sexuality?
Mel slides over. So like, can you tell me more?
Strahd, I'm gonna bop you.
I mean, it does track with your track record so far.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
You lie through your teeth, girl.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I mean, blue fangs.
So far, his favorite toys amongst your group to fuck around with is Fallmouth and also Kanan, because you're both the holy boys. And he just so loves beating on holy boys.
Okay, but answer my question in DMs.
Let me see what you posted.
Don't say it out loud.
So secretive.
She's asking what his social security number is. But I'm gonna say
Answer in
that's up to you.
DMs.
I want to say that's up
Answer
to
in
you.
DMs.
I'm gonna answer
Answer
here.
in
because I
DMs.
don't know what the question is, but
Answer in DMs.
I don't know what the question is unless they're playing Jeopardy. But I'll just answer. It's up to your interpretation.
No, you gotta give me a yes or no answer.
Wow.
No, he doesn't.
Give
As
me
a DM, I reserve the right to say, what do you think?
as a DM, I reserve the right to collaborate. So what the fuck is he going on
You
with?
ain't the DM in this campaign.
I'm the DM in my campaign.
Well, Brutus is in my campaign, so
Bitch.
bam. Well, technically, I guess you want to get technical. I bought him from you.
No chubby girls for you.
Oh,
Brutus was an adoptable.
yes,
from-
I recall. It was the Hellhound adoptable that you got.
And
And I
Mel
got
got
the...
so offended at seeing the old art that she just had to redesign him.
Shut up.
I remember I got 2 adoptables from her. One was a kitsune, and the other was a wind phoenix.
Nice. You should use them as D&D characters.
So
I just still have the art, I think.
But yes, I'm glad that Brutus left an impression. That is
So
always
he
what I want.
is gay. Okay, I got it.
Oops! I didn't even answer.
You told
She's
me to
extrapolating.
I'm extrapolating. So I'm
Yeah.
coming to the conclusion that he is gay and he wants to. Never mind. He wants to corrupt the holy people by debauchery. Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
See. Oh, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say. Yes or no? That's all I was looking
If you interpret him as being gay, then that is the answer that you've come to.
Then you be quiet.
must be how showrunners feel.
Oh, sure.
But, you know, again, I'm glad he left an impression. I always want to do that with my villains.
At least I'm not one of those like crazy fan people that go crazy over certain characters for like TV
Oh, you mean
shows.
the Voltron fans?
Yeah, like Voltron. Yeah. How did you know I was gonna?
Because I'm the one that told you about what happened with the Voltron
Oh,
community.
that's right.
Yeah.
They fucking sent death threats to the creators just because two of their characters weren't being like shipped together.
Yeah, Shrine,
then
you
just-
sound guilty or something. What's up?
No, not guilty.
Oh.
I just
Situation.
I remember it,
Oh,
and I
okay.
hate that kind of shit.
Yeah, that show got ruined by its own fan base. It's rather sad.
That's
But-
often the case, to be honest.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to ask you, Fulmouth, now.
Uh-huh.
Which Strahd lieutenant so far left the most impression on you?
It's kind of a toss-up between the Black Knight, which I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen him again since the Yuan-Ti Temple,
Oh, he's busy.
and honestly, Morgan.
Noted.
I mean, considering the fact that she literally did 103 damage to Falmouth in 2 rounds, that's kind of scary. Like, if he didn't have the 5 HP from 8, he would have been down to 6 HP.
Yeah, she a big bitch. But noted for next time.
bitch.
Bitch. Hey, I gave you your answer.
He did.
You're still a bitch.
Wow. Swear to God, I'm gonna have Cannon wake up with like a fucking dildo in his ass.
And?
Wow. Okay.
And?
We'll make it canon then.
And?
How do you roll for anal damage?
And?
I mean, there's a game that has that, but you don't want it.
Oh,
Oh.
I think I know what you're talking about.
What
Is it-
game?
Fatal?
Is it like sex D&D or what?
No,
it's
it's
really-
fatal. It's fatal.
Yeah, it's a very horrifying.
Fatal is infamous for just how much screwed up shit is in it.
Yeah.
You do not want to play that system. Not
Yeah,
at
no,
all. No.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
okay.
here, let me just. I'll link you. I'll
Whoa.
link you.
The fuck going
yeah.
on? The fuck going on with that fucking cover art?
That's tame. That's tame for fatal.
My first impression is at the lower right. Is that fucking Nightcrawler?
I have no idea.
Kind of looks like him.
But you know, like I'm just gonna some highlights here. Let me just grab these. Let's see, we have this.
Urination skill? Oh no.
Yeah.
At what speed?
And SA is a very, very,
Yeah.
very common thing in fatal system. So
But
no.
they literally do have a chart for
Fourth fart.
yeah.
Have her cadaver. Oh no. Oh no. Why would anyone play this?
No.
Who
know.
fucking knows? That's what. There it is.
Man,
There is
this-
a there is. There it is. This is not the chart, but that is the name of said chart.
There's over anal circumference. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I feel like this was the brainchild of some D&D kids that were just like, man, there's not enough sex in this.
Probably.
It's dark.
It's
like
very dark. Like I said, SA is a very common thing
Yeah.
in fatal.
Well, have no fear. As much as we joke around with some sexual content and have some sex be involved in the story, I'll never get weird with it. Not unless it's funny.
Bruce?
What do you say?
Bruce?
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 Bruce Wayne
Hi.
learning about Fatal.
Hi.
Lol.
So,
I think I gave you brain rot.
the
Wait a minute.
next Saturday?
Yeah, so the 24th,
24th.
if you guys are available.
Okay, Daddy-o.
Yep, I'm down.
Come here, Winston.
Would Rattles be okay with it too, Shrine? Or
He should be.
Okay.
Like I said, he's passed the fuck out right now, but I don't
Okay,
think we have any problems with it.
yeah, if anything comes up again, I'll ask if you can control Paul, and then we'll see what we
Yeah.
can do there. Because I don't know how much far back we can
Good
push
boy.
Paul and stuff.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Since he's the cook. Thank you, Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him?
Also, enjoy that meme because that cracked me up.
Work night and day, make deadly weapon called gun. DM will give advantage intimidation check. Yeah, true to be honest. That's why like I don't really focus a lot on the fact that the mercenary has like a gun. He more or less just has like almost like a flintlock that can shoot bugs.
Grace is sleeping on my pants.
So not like a traditional gun, just like a weirdo using bugs as bullets.
Like she's sleeping on my pants, like she's sleeping like inside the pants.
I know everybody went gaga for Gunslinger after Matt came up with it.
I mean, kind of, sort of, because Gunslinger has been a class in past editions. It's been in 3rd edition, 3.5e, Pathfinder. It's
No, I know. It's just Matt kind of streamlined it for the rest of the folks who want to play it for their fighters.
Pathfinder's Gunslinger is absolutely bonkers in terms of just what it can do. It can just trivialize fights. It's not even funny.
Anal circumference potential.